Did you know that in different cultures they have other vampires, Draculas, just like America? Let's find out what they are. Hi everyone, Nick Sarlo here from Shadowhunters Paranormal Investigation and Events, bringing you another episode of Halloween 247, where everything is Halloween or paranormal. As always, please like and subscribe to our video. Also leave in the comments section below anything that you would like to see us do a topic on. And we may take that into consideration and do whatever you choose to tell us. So in different folklores they have Dracula or vampires or anything like that, like we do here in the United States. Except over there, mostly we're going to be focusing on the Chinese version or Taiwan version, and their Dracula is called the Jianshi. Did I say that? Yeah, I did say that right. Okay. The Jianshi is a Chinese/Taiwan monster that is said to suck your blood like the American Dracula. They wear dynasty soldier uniforms and walk around killing people. Oh, that's good. They're also described as zombie-like and are more feral than the American tales of vampires. So I don't think this is your basic Twilight novel where a girl falls in love with a vampire and he sparkles, and no, that's no. We're just gonna move on past that. Some people explain the Jianshi as more of a zombie-like, but the story varies from family to family as it gets passed down the line. Many Asian tall tales are spread more by word of mouth, like a giant game of telephone. Everybody remembers telephone. We all used to play it as a kid. So the stories have more variations than the American ones do. The Jianshi also invokes revenge on the families of the victims and kills the people by sucking the chi out of them, chi meaning life. There is said to have been two male friends. One of them men killed his friend and his friend's wife. The quarrel was said to be over money. So people arguing over money, just like people do in these days. The son of the man that was killed searched and searched for revenge. During his search, he was poor and lived off the land. Eventually, the son died, and the hate inside him made him become the Jianshi. Okay, got it. He found the son of the man that killed his father and killed him. The Jianshi continued to look among the living for revenge and met a beautiful woman. The woman was taken by how sweet the man was, and they fell in love. You fall in love with somebody killing somebody else. Okay. The Jianshi was found out that she was the daughter of the man that killed his father. Oh. The man inside him was fighting the vampire-like tendencies to kill the girl. The Jianshi then had to decide whether to let the beautiful woman live or die. She was so nice to him, it was patient and gave him food and clothes. They stayed together until she was old and ended up dying. After the woman joined him in the afterlife, the Jianshi was able to rest with her in peace. So that was just one story. This is another story. Another possible beginning of the Jianshi was the ways of the corpse were transported back in the day. The relatives of the dead could not afford to transport their loved ones properly, so they hired a priest to hold a ritual to bring the newly deceased back to life, and they were shown how to hop their way back home. So making people come back to life, that kind of sounds a little bit like a zombie. Well, Walking Dead. This would explain the bunny-like movements, because they do have bunny-like movements, so pretty much they like to kind of hop. Priests would only move the corpse at night, as it was bad luck for the living to see the Jianshi. Now, if it's bad luck for the living to see the vampire, then how is the Jianshi going and killing people at night or during the day? It doesn't say which it is. Bells were rung to warn the living. This was called the Anxiety Gianchi, or driving corpses. Excuse my pronunciation. Back in these days, the bodies of the loved ones were taken back to their hometowns, because it is said that they will be homesick if they're buried somewhere different. Now, I can see that because some other cultures actually have that, where they like to actually be buried by their hometown or somewhere that they know very, very well. The corpse would be lifted onto bamboo rods, which would create that hopping illusion. Another thought is that the Jianshi was made up to cover the illegal activities smugglers were doing. Oh. So there's many different stories of the Jianshi. It's up to you to kind of choose which one you think is true. And our researcher, Jeni, she chose this one because she's actually Taiwanese, and her grandma actually gave her a lot of these stories too. So her grandma believes in all the cultures from Taiwan and all that kind of stuff. So it was kind of cool to hear coming from somebody who has been around for a while, all about the Jianshi. Now, some more facts about the Jianshi. Jianshi, the name translates to stiff corpse, which would be, which happens, to your body anyways. When you're laying there, it becomes stiff. And then with the whole zombie thing, just very kind of walk very oddly, I guess you could say. They have green tinted skin that resembles mold, which is where I can see zombie also comes from. They live in forests. It seems a lot of stuff lives in the forest. Maybe it's not good that I live also behind the forest. I'm not saying that there's Jianchi here, but it seems like there's always a lot of creatures or something of that kind that lives in the forest. So just like the American vampires, the Jianshi only hunt at night. Now there are certain ways to fight off the Jianshi. Mirrors, a rooster's call, which at first I was kind of confused by this, but then I thought about it, and a rooster's call usually means that daylight is approaching. And if the Jianshi only go out at night, maybe they kind of know that, hey, it's about to be daytime, no more hunting. So that kind of makes me believe that the Jianshi were also kind of intelligent too. Fire, but I think fire fights off mostly anything. Vinegar, wood from a peach tree, axe, swords. Peaches are thought to have spiritual properties of the 5 elements and can combat energies and auroras. That's something new. I've never knew that. It is also said that you can drop a bag of coins as the Jianshi will try to pick them up. So maybe the rattling noise kind of gets to them and they're kind of stunned by the noise. And it would be a good way to distract them. So that was definitely pretty interesting. So leave us a comment in the section below if you believe in the Jianshi or if you don't believe in the Jianshi. And if you do, let us know if you've heard anything different that maybe we didn't say on today's episode. As always, guys, thank you so much for joining us for our Halloween 247 episode, all about the Jianshi. As always, please subscribe. You can add us on, or like our page on Facebook. We're on Instagram. We are also on Twitter. You can also go to our website at www.shadowhuntersparo.com. On there you can see all of our events that are coming up. We do like to do a lot of public ghost hunting events that will actually take you guys on. Or if you guys just have a suggestion for a video or even a story for Halloween 247 that you would like us to talk about. So yeah, my name is Nick Sarlo again, and thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next time.